wrong.
Preparing the meeting to go live. Okay. You guys just got to give me a second while this decides to do whatever. Oh, it says it's live streaming. Okay. I think it's ready. I don't know. Done redirecting YouTube. I definitely don't want to see that on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so.
Do you need to send the link someplace before we start?
Yeah, I'm going to do that on my phone because my computer is actually really slow.
Okay.
So I don't host tribals anymore because I'm buried on my laptop. Sorry if I'm holding you guys up. Whatever. They can just see it later. Anyway, I'm just gonna go. I have said or someone else send it. So welcome to the tribal of the Demerge, guys. There are 10 of you left, but however, since there are 10 of you left, and Wesley was the first one to claim immunity, the person who will be leaving this will be getting 9th place. Just for your fun information, so you can thank Wesley for 9th place instead of.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you.
Single digits. So I'm just going to start this off very quickly, Wesley. You know what question I'm going to ask you. Congratulations, you have won immunity in the spot in the final 8. Is this something that you felt like you absolutely needed once you saw the tribe, or did you feel comfortable?
I don't know if I needed it for sure, but it just makes that argument talking point off the table, which is something very relieving to have. And I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
So with Wesley's name off the table, there are 4 of you eligible for elimination. So Lake, that literally gives you a 25% chance of going home tonight. That's literally out of 4 quarters, you're a quarter. So how do you feel about being a quarter?
You know, most of the time, Billy, you call me a dime. So I'm sad that I'm a quarter today. I'm so glad that you're good at math. I did realize this as well. It's scary. But gonna do what I can. It only takes 2 quarters for a soda at a soda machine. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but.
So Jacob, I'm just gonna make fun of Lake's bad math. 2 quarters doesn't really get you much on a 5-person tribe. So how do you acquire that 3rd quarter to be, or even a 4th quarter, really, to get 2 sodas in the machine? You know, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm trying to say. How did you figure out how to get the majority for tonight to make sure that you are safe?
I mean, personally, on my end, I've been very busy today. First day of classes, going about. I'm dressed up like a staff, so people were talking to me like a staff. Hey, excuse me, sir, can you bring me? Where's DO73? And I'm like, I don't work here, but I'll bring you to where you gotta go. So, personally, for me, I'm relying on my bonds from prior to this tribal, the relationships I built up until this point, for them to those quarters to bring me into the fold, to make a plan, and to hopefully keep me safe. And also, screw whoever did the division, giving me all the people that won comps that have had like their moment. Wes had that Heroes Challenge, just won this immunity. Lake won the first, Cam won the second. Karen had the ham and cheese fiasco, the fortune, the soothsayer. Where's my moment gonna come, guys? Where's my moment gonna come? Why can't I win too?
Because you gotta earn it. Anyway, so Karen, I'm just gonna bring this up. Oh wait, what was I gonna say? Hold on, I had an actual question lined up, but I'm just gonna move on to the next question I had lined up. So let's talk about something that has been twirling around, I'm sure, throughout this on a 5-person tribe, and that's the word of safety. There's more than one way to earn safety around here, and that is not just immunity, but other advantages in the game. Do you believe that there are going to be advantages that are going to be played tonight? If not, is everyone really that comfortable?
Oh, my heart is like pounding through my chest. As someone with no guarantee of safety, I just have been really, 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 really hoping that everyone else also doesn't have it. Nothing crazy comes out. Do I believe that's what's going to happen? I mean, I gotta have that hope. Because I'm not trying to be Suri as much as we love Suri,
So, Cam, I'm just going to ask you an individual question about how you are feeling. Because, I'm really out of questions right now. Because I didn't really game plan on hosting a tribal tonight. But, we are here. So Cam, how are you in particular feeling about the vote tonight and where you are headed afterwards?
It's a little bit hard to know because there's only 5 people here. You don't know who is telling the truth, who is lying, who has what. And it's a lot less people, so it's a lot more likely that your name is going to be written down at least one time for this. And I wouldn't doubt that everyone here except for Wesley is nervous as well.
So let me ask kind of just like a group question because I'm very curious about your responses. They are not going to see this, so please don't like whatever. I mean, they could if they go to the YouTube page, but I mean, that's really just your risk. So you guys know this 5 of you are here. You guys are first. So I'm letting you guys know you are first. The other tribe has not gone yet. They're going literally like as soon as Seb gets home because you guys both picked 10 o'clock because you guys are all crazy and psycho. Do you guys have any predictions on who is going to be leaving on the other tribe?
2 quarters make a soda out of a soda machine.
How old must that soda machine be? Is my
I know Mikey isn't going home. I can speculate on that.
Oh yeah,
You
shout
might
out
give up
Mikey's
immunity then.
podcast.
I know Kevin,
Immunity,
Glenn,
though.
or Ian can go on the other group.
Mhm.
I know Ariel is safe from going this week.
He's just
Ariel's
chilling a
been
free
safe,
drink from
honey.
Under Oath right now.
I
Let me-
know all of us are safe
Archie
from
is
going to
safe.
that other group.
Let me-
RJ is safe from the vote.
Let me ask you guys another group question. So this is like I'm gonna like I hate you. Anyway, so there is one thing that the jury is starting to fill. You guys have already sent about 3 people over to the jury. There's gonna be 2 more joining over there. We're gonna get to the point real soon where there's gonna be more jury members than actual players in the game. How are you guys managing your relationships to make sure that you guys either not end up in the jury and not have them yelling at you at FTC if you are the ones to get there?
Be social, be active, try to make some moves when you can, but don't make moves that are too like or bombastic. That will get you to the jury, make you too big of a step before then.
I don't know how jury is going, but I know Ariel can't vote.
Like,
Dead horses, what are those?
So I'm going to bring up like a combo question. So Wesley, you brought up bringing up big moves. So the hell was that?
I
Anyway,
think someone got
whatever. Anyway, you bring up the idea of big moves. My Skype's not even open, so that wasn't me. The whole idea of big moves in Survivor, especially nowadays, is what are resume builders. And on a tribe of 5, that could be a perfect time to take out a front runner in this game. Do you guys believe you guys are just playing it safe tonight, or are you guys trying to make that move for the jury?
there's never a safe vote. In my opinion.
I know Ariel can't vote.
I'm gonna stop asking these open-ended questions. But no, I'm gonna ask one more question and then we can get to the voting period because I know that's exactly what you guys are really excited about. So I'm gonna ask one more question by show of hands. Cam, you can just drop a comment because I know you're not on camera right now. Who believes, I know it's actually a 2-parter, who believes that they are going home tonight? Everyone's kind of just shaking. And then the other question is, who believes they are voting in the majority tonight? Okay, what? Okay. Whoever else is here, we're on the same. Hi, Seb.
Hello.
Anyway, so that is all the questions that I have, Seb. I did pepper them with questions, so if you want to add something, go ahead. But I think they've been all peppered.
The only question I have, I guess I'll make it an open-ended, is the question Grace always asks. If you could compare this round to a natural disaster, what would it be and why? You can answer that while I go get my computer charger.
I have an answer. This time.
I think we all.
I think this round was a tsunami because last round We all said, it's pretty chill. There might be some warning signals. So I think last round was that off the coast earthquake. We were like, we don't know how bad it is. Something might happen. And then slowly but surely, the tide just pulled out and kept going out. And now it has come crashing in. Camp is gone. We'll figure that out tomorrow. But yeah, I think a tsunami has washed over us.
Yeah, I think it's an earthquake. Like you divided the tribe in half. We were on one side of the earthquake, one side of that tremor. The other 5 are on the opposite side, and the gap is so large we can't communicate with them. So to talk about big moves and talk about like how safe we feel, I feel like some of us may not even be raising our hands, depending on who may be on that other side. Depends on those relationships with those 5 people there, or who knows? Maybe the boot over there completely changes the trajectory of the game. But I think earthquake is the best analogy I could think of.
Aerial.
I knew you were gonna say it too.
All right. Well,
Okay, well, oh, sorry. If that's everything that anyone has to say,
Seb, you're gonna cut me off? You let me run this tribal. How dare you?
sorry, Billy, you go.
You have the other tribal. You go do that. These are my people for tonight. All right. So, as Seb rudely interrupted me, if there's anything that you guys would like to say or anything that you would like to do before I get to the voting period, please, now is the time to do so. Okay. All right, so I'm going to need you guys to head to your production chat right now and please confirm your votes to vote out someone out of this natural disaster area. Once the votes are written down, and I will show you guys the votes, the person voted out will have a few brief seconds to say their goodbyes and go off to the nuclear wasteland where the rest of the jurors are. So I'm going to go off cam and start writing down the votes. I'm sorry if my handwriting isn't legible, but I really don't care. You're going to have to deal with it.
Does that mean it's shout out time?
You can shout out whoever
time.
you want. Shout out whoever you want.
I'm shouting out my heart rate first and foremost. Apparently I'm alive because this shit is beating. Shouting out Marcelo, my king, #1 hottie. You know what it is. Vicky, my queen, also #1 hottie. You also know what it is. Shout out to my cats. Shout out to all the pets here at work. Hopefully they don't stay sick. That's what I'm here for. Not really. I'm not a doctor. Yeah. That's shout out to my other prod guest, Cindy. Shout out to Mikey's prod guests, Jeremy and Mac. Yeah, shout out to anyone who needs a shout out.
Shout out to Harry, Madison, Queen.
We know you're going to shout out Ariel, so I'm going to shout out Ariel so that way you can't shout him out.
Shout out Ariel. Shout out Mikey's podcast. Thank you.
Mikey's podcast.
Shout out to all the people in the world who haven't won in the immunity challenge yet. I envy, I feel you. I understand you, man. I relate to you, bro. You haven't had a moment yet in this game to win some challenge, win for your tribe, do something else. Like, y'all probably thinking, Jacob, you did that Carly Rae Jepsen video. You killed that. You killed Call Me Maybe, but I didn't end up winning. We lost. But like 50 points. I didn't even have my moment yet. Also, shout out to everybody who's suffering out here saying, yo, I suck at comp. So
Shout out to drugs.
Shout out to Dare.
Shout out to Ariel.
I do need one more person to confirm their vote.
I would also like to admit the Skype noise was indeed me. I'm so sorry.
Blake, what are we gonna do with you?
Make me shout out Ariel.
Okay. Alrighty, this is the time that you guys have all been waiting for, because why not? I'm gonna make it more dramatic to get your heart rates up a little bit more. So, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or any other advantage that would like to play, now is the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the person voted out will have a few more moments to say their goodbyes and head off to the nuclear wasteland where they will be the resident ninth placer of Distortion Survivor World's End. First vote, Cam. Second vote, Jacob. Third vote, Jacob. That's 2 votes Jacob, 1 vote Cam, 2 votes left. Fourth vote, Cam. That's 2 votes Cam, 2 votes Jacob, 1 vote left. And the fifth whatever person voted out, and the 5th member of our jury, Jacob. Jacob, you have been voted out by a vote of 3-2. You are free to give your goodbyes.
Rip. But yeah, I'm mad. You know, it's a game move. I have a particular person in mind who I'm going to cast this vote for. Yeah, you know, I can't really even be mad. I registered, and honestly, maybe it's a blessing. You know, have some time to live. You know, on campus, have some time to enjoy that free time. Cam, I love you. You know, yes, I voted. But
No.
at the end of the day, game move. Completely respect it. Blindsided completely. But I honestly, I'm kind of lost for words right now. Maybe when I go to the jury, I'll have some more words. But
yeah, if you have any other words that you would like to send, that is fine. We will send them for you. Jacob, thank you so much for playing. We loved having you as that last exact alternate who we needed for the season. Thank you so much for stepping in. We really appreciate it. You played a hell of a game. But unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. It is time for you to go. Just make sure you don't leave any chats that the other tribe might be a part of or anything like that, just so they can have a stress-free tribal without knowing. So thank you so much, and you're free to go. All right, guys, congratulations. You have survived and made it to the final 8 of this game. There's a long road away. However, a lot more steps to get there. So I wish you all the best. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are free to go. I actually said we might as well just keep them on the Zoom and just bring in the next people.
I was thinking that, but since they have, so the only thing I would say about that is to just delete the Zoom link from their tribe chat so they can.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. That's fine.
Then that's perfect. And
all right, get out.
Then stop unless you want to continue the stream.
Actually, Seb, check prod chat real quick.
Got you. This tribal is sponsored by.
You guys are good to go. I just want to talk to Seb. So please leave.
Bye.
Okay, so Seb, what I want to do is actually, I'm just gonna say it here. What I want to do is actually just bring them all back in, and you know how like there's, what's up?
Unlisted, right?
I didn't stop. It's on live. It's live on YouTube.
Yeah, but is it streaming unlisted?
Oh, I don't know. I literally didn't click any of the settings. It just streams.
Let me check.
Okay, but I don't really care because they're not gonna watch it from the YouTube link. I don't think. I would hope not. But
I just wanted to make sure.
No, one thing I'm gonna say though, what I want to do is tell them how like we broke them apart. I want to tell them that they're coming back to build a society, and they have to elect and like I want to kind of like tell them it's the Big Brother format ahead of time.
It's live right now on the YouTube. So let's just send them in and then we'll do it.
Okay, but I'm saying like, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, let me just copy link, remove. You want to do this tribal?
Yep.
Bet.
Okay. Group number 2.
Got it. I have to do it on my phone because my laptop doesn't work.
Perfect.
Like.
Yeah, I have not eaten all day. I've been like super stressed. And then like I like got out of my audition and I was like, oh, it's 9:45. Look at that.
Hello.
Is that Mikey Ruby first reveal of 1984 Live?
It just might be. Tune in September 29th to see.
Assuming is that you were revealed. Yeah.
But yeah, everybody, go watch 1984 Live premiering September 29th on YouTube.
I'll be right
I
back.
will be there. Place your bets in my DMs as to how well I do.
First boot.
Second boot.
We will see. If anyone has seen the first live game I did, Race Through Reality, I was technically first boot on that one because I technically lost the first elimination challenge, but it was a non-elimination episode, so I just didn't go home for no reason.
You're talking about 1984 Live?
No, the first live game I played.
Oh, you're in
But
1984
also,
Live?
yes, watch 1984 Live.
Was the whole cast announced?
Nope, just me.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I'm rooting for you. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Hell yeah.
Want to see some good
cast
TV
reveals.
moments?
Oh, absolutely, you will.
Yes.
I mean, come on. I don't have it in me to not give good TV. I don't know what to say. Yes, Nessa with the Kim Petras.
We're on the way home from the festival, but the party doesn't stop for us.
Period.
Hey, besties. So I don't hear it except for Ethan. He won't make it, so we'll just start. We're already streaming, so hello, welcome to this tribal. I will start with Mikey. Now, Mikey, you can you guys hear me? Am I just talking to myself?
Y'all.
We'll start with Mikey. Mikey, you won immunity this round. You were able to complete that ridiculously hard puzzle before anyone else on this this group could. How are you feeling being safe, especially with only 5 people in your tribe?
Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like me winning another immunity is scary because now, excuse me, now I have 3 of them under my belt. But if I was going to win another one, I'm happy that it's this one. This is a crazy round and fucking anything could happen. There's so little room to breathe and move. Like, I'm happy that whatever happens tonight, it's not me.
Okay. We will go to Sean. Now, Sean, obviously, like I mentioned before, there are only 5 people on this tribe. There's not much room to hide, to run, especially this small. Do you think that your pre-merge positions, with all the swaps and everything, do you think that has built up to helping you potentially survive this tribal?
I mean, yeah. I'd say that's probably a safe bet. I mean, you need those connections to make it through every tribal. But now, being that we're down to 5 of us, at least in this vote, it feels reassuring to have people that you've played a lot of this game with here. But at the same time, you also have to remember that we're still in the merged game. And for me, at least, the pre-merge was more about relationships and less about gameplay. There was a point to that. I don't know where I was going.
I got it. No worries. We'll move on to Brian. So, Brian, obviously, the other group is, going to tribal as well. Do you think that, paranoia and speculation about what is happening in the other group is affecting how the vote is working on this side?
I mean, I think we're all speculating on what it could happen because anything could happen. Everyone on that side is a fighter, so I know whoever goes is will have fought for their lives, and so much respect to them. But like, I think we got to take care of what we got to do here to make sure we survive to the next round. Each of us individually do so that we can get to seeing what happened there. We get all the tea because if we can't make it to the next round ourselves, what does it matter? Like what they did for myself anyway. That's how I look at it. So I'm just trying to focus on what I can do to get myself through this round here.
Okay, Vanessa, can you answer any questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vanessa, obviously, whoever survives this round makes it to the final 8 of Distortion Survivor World's End. Now, it gets to the point where like you get those like resume builder moves, So how are you looking at this tribal? Are you looking at this tribal just for survival? Are you looking at this tribal to, build your resume so that if you get to the end, you can have something to say? Or like, how are you viewing this vote?
I think everybody's gonna see this as like a pseudo final 5 like round that we have to get through because unlike the previous tribe of 5, in that case, we knew that all of us were going to not be immune and anybody could be voted for. But in this, there's only 4 people that can be voted for, and that's like an extraordinary limited position to move around. So I think pretty much whatever anyone's doing in this round is going to be seen as pretty significant for their game one way or another, and it's going to feel like a move.
Okay, this is just a broad question for everyone. If you had to compare this round to a natural disaster, what would it be and why?
Microburst.
Why, Sean? That's kind of interesting. I like that. Why?
Well, because we're a small, tight group, and there's a lot of like little shit going on in this small little storm. Like, I don't know. I feel like the other side's a microburst too. It's like it's not really spreading anywhere. It's just a little whirlwind of he said, she said.
We're 2 little tropical storms that are going to combine at final 8 to make one big goddamn hurricane.
Okay. So the last 2 questions I always have, raise your hand if you think that you are getting at least 1 vote tonight at tribal council. Okay. Well, we have Vanessa, we have Sean, and Brian seems pretty confident. Mikey obviously, is safe. And then, raise your hand if you think that you will be the person voted out tonight. Okay, everyone has their hand down. This is interesting. I'm excited.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. So 4 out of the 5 of you are on the Zoom call, and 4 out of the 5 of you did not raise your hands. Does that mean we're looking at the 5th person being the boot, or is someone really going to be blindsided tonight? Anyone can answer.
Yeah, I think that's pretty simple math.
I'm down if that's what we want to do. Are we doing that, besties?
That was always my plan.
Great.
Okay, well, with that, if anyone else has anything else they would like to say, now would be the time to say it. If not, go to your production chats and bump your vote, and we will get on our way.
For most of you, this season is probably the first time you'll have seen my face. So, hi. So I do want to say I'm proud of all of you for making it this far. However, after this tribal is done, I'm going to need the remaining people, if they're not on the Zoom or whatever. You guys know the scenario. I need you to stay on for a special announcement. Thank you.
Can we do shout outs now?
Yes, go ahead and shout out anyone you want.
I would like to shout out Icon King Bryce Harper for making it back to the Phillies so soon and doing great on the greatest team in baseball.
I would also like to shout out Bryce Harper.
You already know what it is. I would like to shout out my proud guests, Jeremy and Mac. I would also like to shout out 1984 Live. Go watch it. I'm the first revealed cast member, September 29th. Check it out. YouTube. Be there. Mwah. Oh, bless.
I would also like to shout out Mikey's proud guest. I would like to shout out the apple on Billy's head. Oh, no, that's the Phillies hat. Sorry, that's the Phillies hat. Sorry.
I do have about like 12 of these ice cream cups. I've been there way too often, spent way too much of my money on something that people don't even care about.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. If anyone has a hidden mini idol or an advantage and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, votes are locked. I'll read the votes. First vote. Vanessa. Second vote. Vanessa. Third vote. Keaton. Fourth vote. Keaton, we're tied. 2 votes Keaton, 2 votes Vanessa. Next person voted out, and I think the 5th member of our jury, fourth member of our jury, Vanessa. Vanessa, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
I guess well played. I had a great time. This was a really fun game. I'm looking forward to Final Tribal.
Vanessa, it's been great hosting you, and it's been great having you in this game, but Billy unmuted as well.
I was going to say the same things as what you were saying. Thank you so much for playing. We really appreciated you having it and putting the effort into this game as you could. However, it is time for you to head off to the jury house, the nuclear wasteland that I like to call it, and get ready for more inhabitants to join you.
Not the nuclear wasteland.
I love calling it that.
Yeah, so if you can leave the Zoom, that'd be great. Thank you.
But we should stay.
Yes.
Billy has a very special announcement for you guys.
The
So
final eight feast.
How special?
I asked you guys to mute, and you guys can. I just need you guys to mute. I'm just gonna be sending the link to the first tribe who already went through tribal. So you guys will be seeing who actually made it out and who did not. And this will be all on the YouTube anyway.
just a little action because all this is going to be streamed. Sean, how are you feeling about surviving the 5-person tribal?
It feels nice. It's relieving. Because you always get a little paranoid heading into 5-person tribals or, very small tribals because like one vote changes and you're gone. So I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, well, we will wait for whoever shows up.
I don't think anyone else is going to be coming.
Okay, well, with that,
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I am going to just jump right into it before you guys can see for yourselves. So I'm going to wait for Karen to connect. So as you guys can tell, you guys have made it to the final 8 of this game. Keaton is also here. Vanessa and Jacob were both voted out at the last tribal council. So as you guys know, with everything coming apart and you guys coming back into 2 tribes, there is a time to rebuild. And it is now that you guys will be coming back to one group of 1 tribe of 8. No more of this separated tribe stuff. But you guys do have a civilization to rebuild. And that will require 1 full night of your attention. So tomorrow you guys will be off. But Wednesday night, there will be an episode of rebuilding that needs to occur. So it might not be normal, but it will be interesting. You guys have to elect the power and decide who will be leaving. So that's all the hints I'm going to be giving you for tonight. Y'all can figure that amongst yourselves. You guys can talk to each other now in any capacity. I will not be confirming vote counts or anything like that. So please don't ask. Even though you guys were merged and now merged again, just act like it was a tribal scenario. You guys have to just believe. So congratulations on the final 8 of this game. Thank you guys so much for coming. I know it was very short notice, but I gotta leave you guys with some suspense, right? All right. Seb, you can kill the YouTube.
you're the one